home ni gospel.
Siku juice.
Home ni gospel. Ndio kumbuki.
Siwezi kumbuka. Lakini nobody like you in gospel.
A song that has 808.
Najua what you mean. Like wewe unaichukulia gospel lazima isound ile ya lazima kaa hiyo inuliwe ya.
No, it's because ninasema hiyo ni delivery. Mimi nasema the sound.
Kwa tunafaa like after not today like tutafika chini we have this argument vizuri. Sorry, this discussion. What is gospel and what is Christian music?
Hakuna cha subliminal hapa, sio kwa particular. What you wish you are is what we are. Kila mara kushock the culture, jadish how deep you are, how sick you are.
Nisikusikiza.
Mtasema kusikiza. Niaje sana kwa sana album reviews. Karibu sana to yet another album review. Shukran sana for being here. Shukran sana for your time. Now for checking out this review, kama jinsi the title inasema, tuna get into an album by Noel Nderitu, a prolific musician, a prolific songwriter and performer. Amekuwa put in the work na kutoa projects kadhaa kwa career yake, and from my kind of music debut yake 2013, an EP, and then years later kukawa na The Bridge debut album, full length project. Alafu alikuwa na project na Riga Undugu, an EP. Following that kulikuwa na Love Sessions, an EP. Alafu sahi kuna the second full length project kutoka kwake, which ni City on a Hill in 2021. Tukifanya hizi reviews, our criteria iko na aspects tatu: production na musicality, concept na idea, and the content and the themes of a project. Leteni maoni za sentensi kadhaa.
Tuanzie. Sikusikia. Thank you. He's forced us to be here.
We are prisoners of war. Because this is war.
Yeah.
Sasa ulisikia track moja mbili?
3.
4, 5, 6. Nah, I lied, man. I never got past Nobody Like You. And I tried. I really tried. I doubt. I played it like 4 or 5 times. So
unge shuffle.
When I shuffle na project, I start number 1, 2, 3, 4.
Sasa ndio come back to the project. No whiskies.
Nah. Like I tried. I really tried. I was like, you know what? This is the time. You know, this is it. But it wasn't it.
Okay.
Yeah. So, yeah. But you know, I from Nobody Like You, see, I get the gist.
Do you?
There's nobody like God. So yeah.
Is that the gist though?
Yes, isn't that what they all say? From the one song I had, it was not for me. So yeah, you're fun.
Yeah.
Hello, atheist, talk to me.
Let me see this mse. Let the record show
that you
at the current recording.
Imagine the cock crows right now.
At the current recording, I am not an atheist.
At 6:26.
I don't know if that will change in the future, but at this current recording, I'm not an atheist. But let us get into this project. Tell us the gist. If I knew it was a gospel project, I would not even have touched it. Because though you played us. No, you played us.
You played yourself.
Like hata siku, like because of my habit of not looking at some titles before nianze, like I genuinely did not know what I was getting myself into. So nobody like you answer, and then it hit me. At first I was like, is this the quintessential Jesus ballad? It has come quite early in the project.
on video and
so like vile ndani hivyo kwanza nika pause like nikatoa simu niangalie and then it hit me the title like kwanza like unachikisa I had an epiphany on now the project vile inaitwa City on a Hill. I was like, oh my goodness, this is a gospel project. Nikasema Mr. Skis. So as the weeks went on, I was like, lakini unajua hii ni kazi, and you know you need to do your work, you know, like sometimes you get hard work.
No, you need to do the Lord's work.
No, this is not the Lord's work. What we are doing here.
This is the Lord's work.
What we are doing here, us.
City on a Hill is the Lord's work.
No, but like what we are doing.
We are here because of what?
Because of you.
City on a Hill.
So I went back kusikiza, and nikisikiza tu like nikisikiza tu nilisikia tu mbona sikuwa hata kusikiza. Like you know, like it's music I've grown up listening to because I've grown up in the church. I grew up near like
so basically decried God.
That's a bit harsh.
Yeah, isn't that
Yo
Motion.
Yo. Anyway, we huyu akipigwa na radi mimi sikuwa na yeye. Anyway. But like I don't like hearing
this is clearly not the Lord's work.
Clearly.
This part. Neka boda hapa kwa nini?
Go editing.
Hey. When you're given lemons.
Like sipendangi kusikia like hizo nimesikia such music for such a long time, and it brings nothing new. Like takwele, oh we praise you, we lift you up, there's no one like you, like wording talk slightly different in nini, but it's all the same. Like I find it very monotonous, and for me like I find it meaningless, like because my concept of God like sio ya like tunaenda kumpraise kwa sababu like unaget like that is not my concept of God, so it does not reconcile with how I view God. And with that in mind, like nilishindwa kusikiza kabisa, kwa sababu mimi sielewi vile like for a whole project like uta like yes you're singing like umededicate project like it's a gospel, yeah. Those ukienda kwa Spotify kwa imeandikwa hapa hivi, imeandikwa genre, imeandikwa kwa sababu we see I am building my case. So overall I did not like the project, mainly because of the subject matter and how the subject matter was tackled. Like I really find like it was clearly too much like I feel too is in zile projects like obviously it didn't to play with church like it didn't bring any challenges, like it's
no it did.
What did
see listening to it was a challenge in itself.
I knew you can accept. Kuna kusikia huko unajua? Kusikiza na pia kusikiza.
Mimi nisikiza yote by the way.
Once.
Yeah. Nilisikiza hivyo wala nikasema man. Kodo man.
Any standout tracks because now Jehovah iko na promise.
Like when nilisikiza hivyo nikasema I am not listening to this again, because like unajua hata the like part of easy like nisikiza easy music like nilio nasikiza ni kama it's almost as if you're having a conversation with the artist, yeah. Like that's how I view like most of the music I listen to, like we can converse with the artist. Now the things that zile like that are unsaid from the artist part ni mimi najaribu kuinterpret, unajua like ni ile ya like it's me reading the like artist amefungua akili yake and then like tuna converse in the head like more or less, lakini hii like already najua kile anasema na I don't agree with it whatsoever. And there ends my review.
The end. Motif.
Nili motif on the dish.
Motif. Nimesikiza Noel Nderitu before na najua yo double in Christian music, not because this is not gospel, it's Christian more than anything.
What's the difference?
Gospel is a genre that this is not in terms of sound. Yes.
What do you mean, Masi?
Easy sound, yeah. The sound is not gospel.
Ai? Wewe ni kafiri, utajuaje gospel?
Does he know who is talking? It's a sounding fact. It's the Lord's work. It's the Lord's work. So na najua yeye hufanya Christian music, alafu pia akona gospel songs na pia akona R&B songs. Hiyo ndio kwa range yake. Ali this year nilireview debut yake which nimetaja, My Kind of Music, EP yake ya 2013. Unaweza icheck out usikie sentiments nilikuwa nazo on the same. Ikikuja kwa the aspects that we look at for easy projects, this was cohesive and this was well produced na ilikuwa pia mixed and mastered vizuri, and obviously based on the song titles and the idea of City on a Hill, but mostly the song titles ukiangalia from Nobody Like You, My Heart Is Yours, Enough, Uinuliwe, Mimi Ni Nani, Nipe, Easy You Are, Waweza, Jehovah. From the titles, they are easy, they are basic, and that's exactly what you get ukisikiza the songs. And Roger mentioned from Nobody Like You with the vocals zake kuekwa some voice effects, kujaribu ku play around nayo, but the idea even Nobody Like You nasema uliongea Nobody Like You not the song.
Tumekumention hizo.
You
know that deep, man.
In terms of the theme, ulisema story ya kujua what the theme is about based on the song.
That theme hasn't changed for like a few thousand years.
So, border. So, that carries through the entire album, and hizo ndizo themes unapata, themes za praise, themes za worship, alafu kuna hii idea ya gospel. And the reason we categorize music that isn't gospel as gospel ni because inaongelea God. And the sound, even our Kenyan music that we call gospel, the sound isn't necessarily gospel, but because of the theme na juu inaongelea God ama juu inahubiri neno la Mungu, we think that is gospel, because the gospel is kuna idea gospel kwa the word. So hiyo ndio watu pia carry forward na kuleta to the genre.
That's why idea gospel is the word, like,
but nasema ikuja kwa muziki, ni sound, ni genre
na ni what, like ni sound ina soundaje.
So
like an example of a song,
places where you can say ni gospel songs kwa hii album ni kitu kama Uinuliwe na Mimi Ni Nani. Kitu kama Nobody Like You is not a gospel song sound wise. Ama ngoma kama My Heart Is Yours.
I think we should have a, what's it called,
do you listen to gospel music?
You know, I grew up listening to gospel music.
Then
Like
home ni gospel. Home ni gospel. Home ni gospel. Ndio kumbuki. Exactly.
Siwezi kumbuka. Lakini Nobody Like You ni gospel.
A song that has 808.
Najua what you mean. Like wewe unaichukulia gospel lazima isound ile ya lazima kaa hiyo inuliwe ya
no it's because
sindio
nasema hiyo ni delivery mimi nasema the sound
kodo tunafaa like after not today like tutafika chini we have this argument vizuri sorry this discussion what is gospel and what is Christian music like because is it Christian music gospel
ni kama what music does Lecrae do?
Lecrae
gospel hip hop
Christian rap and Christian hip hop not gospel.
Okay.
Yeah,
even yeye anaisema
it's
but it's on iTunes
the sound
it's categorized
isn't gospel
as Christian by the way.
Whoever amesema hizo vitu zote they are wrong. Kodo you are wrong as well.
So
You are wrong regardless of whether I am wrong. They are wrong because hakuna vile I will come with my evidence. We shall meet somewhere in a forest.
let me proceed.
Why forest?
Good question.
To commune
So
With the mustard seed
and the bastard weeds.
ooh, yo.
so
Gospel bars.
so kuna hizo segments of the music but generally the idea the idea of the album ni hizi themes za kupraise, hizi themes za worship, na in a nutshell hivyo ndio unaweza isummarize all the songs that nimetaja na all the songs that are on this album zina work around your concept. Anajaribu tu kuzipresent maybe from a different angle. For instance, kitu kama Enough akibring in idea ya sisi not living in today, I'm focused on tomorrow, na kujaribu kupasu alafu tunaacha life inatupass na kufocus on trying to also idea ya portraying a specific image of ourselves on social media and for people, but kutohisi enough, na anasema how God ana qualify being yake na ana for him ana ensure anahisi enough, na anasema God is enough. Now of course therefore that means that yeye pia ana learn kukuwa enough na ana focus on better things than just pursuit ya life. So uinuliwe with easy praise and worship themes, and it's a full song. Ukisikia drums alafu kuna this rock kind of guitar riffs, alafu kuna bass, kuna keys, and ziko na hiyo feeling ya kukua kwa church na kwa sermon, and it builds up sana to a climax all the way till the end. Mimi ni Nani, which ina feature Stella, iko na that same feeling with a number of climaxes uko ndani, lakini si as full na as energetic ama to the level ya uinuliwe. Lakini hiyo segment ya Enough, uinuliwe, Mimi ni Nani, ndio tunaanza kusikia bisa kwa instrumentation changes, lakini pia thematically na kuget into area na zone ya kuworship na kuget deeper into that, as compared to Nobody Like You, easy going song, na pia My Heart Is Yours, which ni an afro pop song, sound tofauti, ni more easy going na fun than anything. Alafu now from Enough, inuliwe, Mimi ni Nani ina tone down na in terms of yeye kufocus now, lakini kwa the production ni fuller, more vibrant, energetic, colorful, na kuna a number of instruments zile zimekuwa piled na zina accompany each other. Then before now the interlude ikuje Nipe, which is stripped down na ni acoustic na voice yake. This goes on idea pia hizi acoustic songs. Towards the end kuna Waweza, building upon idea God kukuwa able, na kitu kama pia Jehovah, ziko na hizo aspects za acoustic songs na songs that have been stripped down. And Jehovah pia iko na interesting percussion na bass. We Worship inakupatia ile mood again ya uinuliwe na mimi ni nani once again. It gets into your area na your aspect ya worship once again before I know a tempo kwa you are, which reminds you of ngoma kama My Heart Is Yours, and yet iko na reggaeton kind of a dancehall ish kind of feel and energetic before I switch na slow down kwa weza, which ni acoustic. So nikiangalia the sound ya hii album, si gospel, the sound ya hii album ukiangalia na jinsi alipace the songs, nilipenda vile alizipace and how zilikuwa zina fit kile alikuwa anafanya at a particular point kwa an album, and how ilikuwa also deliberate. And what I noticed ni whereas hizi themes za gospel songs, Christian songs, whatever songs za kupraise, za kuworship na kupreach the word, which pia niliongelea kwa your review ya My Kind of Music. Nilireview another gospel project ya Masimasika zaidi, album yake ya 2020. Nilisema the same thing. The challenge hizi projects ni huwa zina get repetitive na monotonous haraka sana, because hazisemi anything new na hazipass any new information ama in any new way. So inaweza end up the ime sound ni just the same song, different titles, na kujaribu kuipatia variations thematically ama kwa writing, but the baseline remains to be the same. So hiyo challenge nilifeel ni kama Noel Nderitu alikuwa deliberate na alijaribu kuisolve by the different sounds na the different production elements that alikuwa nazo kwa hizi ngoma. Nimeongelea Home, which iko na trap 808s, alafu pia iko na horns flani towards the end that are melodic na zina sound beautiful. And idea ya home na belonging is a huge idea generally in life, but ngoma kaa hiyo and how it's a different soundscape ni kitu worth mentioning. So hii ili feel a deliberate production na creative choice that alichagua ku make ikitu sound diversified na varied, ndio ukisikiza kando na the themes kwa repetitive, usikize the production na kuna number of elements that you can enjoy ukisikiza ikikuja kwa the production that I did, na nili appreciate hizo choices kwa the album. Ili make up for the repetition and the monotony ya the themes, especially if you have 11 songs which zinasema the same thing, inaweza kuwa repetitive haraka. Lakini if you're into if you're looking for easy maybe songs za worship na listen to, because huwezi sikiza per se as an album over and over to back and forth, maybe songs to pick na uzieke kwa playlist, itawork vizuri sana. But the fact that kuna different na varied production kwa hizi songs na kwa the album ili isaidia sana. And also the yeye ku play the guitars hata kwa enough where unasikia the guitars imekuwa panned na layered beautifully, ili sound vizuri sana, ili maintain its cohesion, ili maintain pia production choice fiti sana, na it ends up being an amazing listen sonically. Thematically inaweza get monotonous as I've repeated. So that is Noel Nderitu's City on a Hill. I saw kuna sijui kama mliwatch, so I wanted your perspective on the same. Kuna a series called City on a Hill. Unajua? Oh,
first time.
What is it? Unajua? Roger.
What is it about?
Si
Oje pia.
So maybe you had perspectives regarding Kaka when we did nini X-Files. Shahidi. So kwanza ni tumeona. Also just to say, one thing that I recognized kwa hii album, contrary to songs that would preach to you what you are supposed to do na fanya hivi fuata njia fulani, ilikuwa about yeye na experience yake na spirituality yake na God wake more than anything. The only song that ilikuwa inasema, of course is we worship you, but kwa home ndo alisema we have to find home. But kwa the entire album haikuwa you're supposed to do this or do that, ilikuwa about experience yake, and nili appreciate your perspective. Kama umesikiza the project, tuambie views zako kama uko this far into the video, share your sentiments tafadhali, subscribe to the channel and also like the video. Hii boda iko hapa ni for a reason. Alafu nitaka nyingine pia hapa for the sake of the argument with this brother. Amen.
Petty
Amen.
ass.